Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you. Welcome to SWA Education, myself Radha, and today we are going to discuss about enzymatic and non-enzymatic browning. And this lecture is mainly beneficial for the aspirant who are going to prepare for Telangana Food Safety Officer examination. And in our previous few lecture, we already covered carbohydrate, protein, lipid, pigment, and food flavor and food color. And this is the last topic of the unit, that is biochemistry, and this is enzymatic and non-enzymatic browning. So let's get started with our today's lecture. So browning of food can be done in both the way, that is in the presence of enzyme, and in the absence of enzyme. So it can be done in both the way. When we discuss in the absence of enzyme, we mainly focus on caramelization and Maillard reaction. So both are called non-enzymatic browning reaction. So what is caramelization? In caramelization, it mainly occurs when carbohydrate or sugar get heated and there is a removal of water. In case of Maillard reaction, it mainly occurs when amino group of amino acid or nucleophilic group of amino acid as well as non-reducing sugar, and when they get heated, so at that time they show brown color. So both are called non-enzymatic browning reaction. Caramelization occur when carbohydrate or sugar in food are heated and they show a caramel flavor. So caramelization is the oxidation of sugar, a process used in cooking for the resulting nutty flavor and brown color. So result of caramelization reaction is nutty flavor and brown color. It is a type of non-enzymatic browning reaction. So as this process occur, volatile compound release that produce caramel flavor. And this reaction mainly involves the removal of water and breakdown of sugar. As we discussed, that caramelization mainly occur in case of carbohydrate or sugar, and removal of water is there and breakdown of sugar. And non-enzymatic browning reaction show brown color in case of food and fruit and vegetables. Second one is the Maillard reaction. Maillard reaction occur between amino acid and reducing sugar. What is reducing sugar? Reducing sugar like monosaccharide are reducing sugar, all monosaccharide. Means when there is a presence of functional group like aldehyde and ketone, they present in free form, they are called reducing sugar, usually requiring the addition of heat. Caramelization and Maillard both are a type of non-enzymatic browning. In caramelization, we discussed that caramelization occur in case of carbohydrate and sugar and removal of water is there, and when carbohydrate get heated, break down into simpler form, that occur in caramelization. But in Maillard reaction, there is an interaction between carbonyl group of the sugar with the nucleophilic amino group of the amino acid, and sugar is reducing sugar. This reaction is the basis of flavoring industry, depend on different kind of amino acid. So in short, we can say Maillard reaction is a chemical reaction between amino acid and reducing sugar, require the addition of heat, and it is also a type of non-enzymatic browning reaction like caramelization. Next one is the enzymatic browning. When enzymes are responsible for brown color in case of food, fruit and vegetable, that are called enzymatic browning. And the main enzyme that are responsible for brown color is PPO, that is polyphenol oxidase. So this is very important reaction. So this enzyme is important because the question from this enzyme is also asked from CFSO. So enzymatic browning takes place when the enzyme polyphenol oxidase or other enzyme catalyze the oxidation of phenol in the fruit to form compound called phenol. So the main enzyme that participate in enzymatic browning is polyphenol oxidase. As the name polyphenol means mainly catalyze the oxidation of phenol. As the name suggests, polyphenol means catalyze the oxidation of phenol. The quinone can then polymerize to form melanin, which cause the brown pigment or brown color in case of fruit and vegetable. Enzymatic browning is beneficial for. So enzymatic browning is beneficial for developing flavor in tea. Here the reaction is incorrectly called fermentation. Developing color and flavor is dried fruit such as raisin. Enzymatic browning is detrimental to fresh fruit and vegetable, in particular apple and potatoes. So let's suppose this is the apple, and if I cut this apple into two half and keep it for half an hour, these two half I keep in on half an hour. So what happened? It show brown color. So what is responsible for this? Enzymatic browning is responsible for this. Polyphenol oxidase is responsible for this. So browning reaction means change in the color of fruit and vegetable, that is mainly brown color. So that is the enzymatic reaction. So enzymatic browning is detrimental to fresh fruit and vegetable, particularly in case of apple and potatoes. So if you peel off the potato, this is a potato, and if you peel off it and keep it for half an hour. So after half an hour, what you saw, that there is a change in the color from white to brown. So enzymatic browning is responsible for that. And the main enzyme that is responsible for this brown color is polyphenol oxidase, that catalyze the oxidation of phenol. So polyphenol oxidase catalyze the oxidation of phenol in the fruit. So this enzyme catalyze oxidation of phenol to form quinone, and this quinone polymerize to form melanin, and this melanin is responsible to cause a brown pigment or brown color in case of fruit and vegetable. Then is the controlling of browning. Enzymatic browning is usually controlled with chemical or by destroying the responsible chemical with heat. So how we can control this browning? So it can be controlled with chemical or by destroying the responsible chemical with the heat. The chemicals that are present into the food that are responsible for causing brown color, we can destroy that, so we can control the brown color. Blanching to destroy the enzyme is commonly used to preserve color in vegetable. Lemon juice and other acid are used to preserve color in fruit, particularly apple, by lowering the pH and removing the copper side necessary for the enzyme to function. So these are the ways to control the browning or brown color formation on brown pigment formation in case of fruit and vegetable, that is blanching and lowering the pH. So like this, let's suppose this is a potato, and if I cut it into two half and keep it for half an hour, it shows brown color. And enzymatic browning is responsible for that. that is polyphenol oxidase is responsible for that catalyze the oxidation of phenol, it form quinone, and then melanin, this is responsible for brown pigment. And in case of non-enzymatic browning, caramelization and Maillard reaction, these both are also very important. In caramelization occur in case of carbohydrate or sugar, they get heated and there is a loss of water due to the polymerization and isomerization step. In case of Maillard reaction, mainly work on amino acid and reducing sugar, like all the monosaccharide reducing sugar, where the carbonyl group, there is a link between the carbonyl group and the nucleophilic group of amino acid, and addition of the heat is there, and that causes brown color. So enzymatic and non-enzymatic browning, this topic is very important according to your exam point of view. I hope this lecture is very clear to all of you. So thank you so much everyone. If you find this video beneficial for you, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel for more such kind of videos, and if you have any query regarding this lecture, you can comment down below. Thank you so much.